37 DM.
Right, we are on the record following a bench conference today on the matter of the divorce for the Smith family. May I have the names of our participants, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Excuse me, good afternoon. Matt Raines appearing on behalf of Sarah Smith, the mother.
Your Honor, David Stimson on and with the plaintiff, Justin Smith.
May I have your name?
Justin Smith.
All right, and do we have Sarah Smith?
Sarah Smith.
Okay, thank you. So there are two motions set for today. There's a motion for motion for show cause, essentially, around some property issues, and then also Mr. Raines' motion to withdraw. I'm assuming you'd like to tackle your motion to withdraw first.
Yes, Your Honor. That's correct. I had filed a motion to withdraw as attorney for the mother, Sarah Smith. The motion speaks for itself. There has been a breakdown of the attorney-client relationship to the extent that I do not believe that I can effectively represent Ms. Smith at this time. I have filed that motion. I've spoken with Ms. Smith about that today, and I've explained to her, I think the likelihood is that she would be appointed counsel, at least as it relates to the NA case moving forward. I believe it's her intention to try to secure counsel of her choosing. And I know that she has, from what she shared with me, she has been diligent in trying to look for substitute counsel, but she has not been successful, at least thus far. So Judge, with respect to that motion, I am requesting that Your Honor grant that. I believe it comes without any objection from Mr. Stimson or counsel for Mr. Smith. And with that, Your Honor, I would ask that Your Honor grant this motion.
Your Honor, that is correct. That we do stipulate we only ask that we have a means to contact for notices or things of that nature from Ms. Smith, specifically because of difficulties with service, that email notice. We want to be able to email her notices for future references to court case. So as long as we have provided that, we can email her notices if there's something that comes up. We have no problem with this, Mr. Raines.
I think that's resolved in the event there's substitute counsel.
It is. As soon as another counsel comes on, but
Yeah.
I don't know when that'll be in the DM case.
Well, at least with respect to the NA case, which I think is what you called, I believe that we would
Oh,
have.
did you call the NA case? I thought you
No,
called the
I
DM.
called the DM.
Yeah, we're on the DM.
I apologize. My apologies. I was speaking with respect to the NA case because I filed a motion in that case, Your Honor. But for the same reasons that are set forth in that motion, I'd be requesting that Your Honor entertain my oral motion that in the DM case for a withdrawal. Again, the breakdown of the client attorney communication. I do not think that I can effectively represent Ms. Smith going forward in that case. I do think it is in Ms. Smith's best interest to have one counsel possibly represent her in both matters, as there obviously is some overlap, particularly as it relates to the children. And so hopefully she will have sufficient time to be able to secure counsel. I do believe that Ms. Smith is asking that there be some time that she be provided, that there be an adjournment of that matter for a period of time so that she can obtain counsel. However, I don't want to speak for Ms. Smith, whom I have had virtually zero communication with since we were last here. I did converse with her briefly in the hallway, but I don't want to put words in her mouth as to what her position is with respect to today. But as it relates to the DM case, Your Honor, I would just reiterate, we're asking for an order of withdrawal in that case. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Sorry about that confusion. All right. I would like to hear from Ms. Sarah Smith. If you could come to the podium, please. Deputy Ames, if you could swear her in.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Smith, just for future reference, we're going to need you to wear a jacket in the courtroom. And if you could spit your gum out, please, that would be great. All right. So your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw in the NA case, but he's also asked to be excused in your divorce case. Do you understand that?
I do.
What is your position?
That's what I would like to have happen.
Okay.
I have two attorneys that I'm meeting with, one possibly today. I would like to have a continuance so that I can meet with them and properly give them context.
All right, so you're asking specifically to move today's motion on the show cause regarding the sale of the home in the personal property issues, is that right?
Yes, both.
You want to move that?
Yes.
Okay. Any objection, Mr. Simpson?
Given the change in the representation, we have no objection.
All right. Is there any reason you wouldn't be able to rejoin us for this motion, the hearing on this motion on September 20th at 11 a.m.?
That should be good.
All right, so we'll adjourn.
Wait, what day of the week is that?
Your Honor, were you saying September
That's a
20th?
Wednesday.
I need a Tuesday or a Thursday, please.
Right, in that event, it's going to be October 3rd. I could do October 3rd at 10 or 11.
I'm available.
All right, will that work for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's schedule this then. Do you think it'll be 1 hour or 2 hours? 1 hour?
Better plan for 2 if we can.
All right, so we'll give you 2 hours on Tuesday, October 3rd from 10 to 12. Okay, Ms. Smith? This is a yes?
Yes.
Thank you. All right. So that's going to conclude everything then on the divorce case for today. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else on the schedule for that today.
Just, Your Honor, with her being unrepresented, we'd like the opportunity to serve her by email so she can provide that email.
I'll give you my new attorney's information as soon as I retain one, and then you can converse with him.
Until that time, I'll
No,
need a way to
because-
contact her, Your Honor.
I'm sure you have the address.
I have a physical address, but the mail, as you well know, Your Honor, is delinquent to say the least. It takes 14 days to mail things to Ader if it comes.
I understand. If she doesn't want to give you her email address, though, there's something I'm not going to force you to give you that.
Thank you.
So. You will, however, have to make sure that you check your mail, because unless something comes back from Mr. Stimpson's office, if there's a motion or a notice that comes out, you will be responsible for receiving that.
I understand.
I'm not going to accept an excuse that you didn't get it in the mail. If it's a valid proof of service and it was mailed, then I'll expect you to be present for anything that was mailed to you that way.
Okay.
All right, well, that will conclude our proceedings in the DM case. You're welcome to have a seat.
So we're doing both today?
Yes, we have a pretrial scheduled in the abuse and neglect case, and so we'll take that up next.
In the same way?
Please have a seat. Thank you. All right, the order on the DM case for this one. Mr. Stimpson, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, Ms. Kudra.
This is in the matter of file 21093NA.
All right, we are on record in this file today for purposes of a pretrial. May I have the names of our participants, please?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Matt Rains appearing on behalf of the mother, Sarah Smith.
David Stimson on behalf of the father, Justin Smith.
Suzanne Wilhelm, LGAL, covering for Ms. Heiss today.
Good afternoon, Ariel Berger, attorney for the minor children.
Nastasia Thomas, counsel for the department. Ms. Jones.
Anna Jones from the department.
All right, the record should reflect we had a bench conference on this one as well to talk about essentially scheduling. For example, the fact that we don't have a court report for today because when it was adjourned, it was just adjourned as a pretrial rather than a pretrial review. So there's those issues as well as obviously Mr. Rains' motion and what that may mean for Ms. Smith as she moves forward looking for new counsel. Would you like to begin, Mr. Rains?
Your Honor, yes, I would reiterate what my presentation was in the previous DM case. I have filed a motion to withdraw as counsel for Sarah Smith. There had been a breakdown in communication between Ms. Smith and myself in my office, and asking to be released from her representation. My understanding from Ms. Smith's statement in the DM case that you had called moments ago is that she is agreeable with an order of withdrawal being entered. So I would ask that that be entered once that is submitted to this court. Thank you, Judge.
No objection from the file.
Okay, Ms. Smith, if you could come back up to our podium, please. Deputy Ames, would you swear her in, please? We're on a different file, so.
Okay, sure. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Your position as it relates to your attorney's request to withdraw from representing you?
Yes,
What is it? What is your position?
that I'm okay with that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Your Honor, I had only asked that the deputy perhaps investigate Ms. Smith. It appears she brought a recording device into the proceedings.
Are you recording our devices here today, Ms. Smith?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's not allowed under the rules that govern our building, so you'll need to turn that over to Mr.
I'm not allowed to record this so that it's on record.
It's actually on YouTube currently, so you're welcome to view
So I'll
that.
have access to YouTube after this hearing?
Yes, you will.
to this
Please turn
hearing.
over the device to Deputy Ames. Thank you. Address how we need to handle that with our building security. All right, so you have no objection to Mr. Rain's withdrawal as your attorney, is that right?
Right.
Okay. Any other objections, counselors, to that request?
No,
No, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Heiss has no objection.
I have no position.
Very good. Okay, so thank you, Ms. Smith. We'll look for an attorney for you from the Public Defender's Office then, or how would you like to proceed?
Can you repeat yourself? I'm sorry.
Well, we have, in anticipation of Mr. Rames's motion, arranged for Ms. Damaris Hennigan to be present for you. You have a right to an attorney at all abuse and neglect hearings, and so hopefully to prevent you from having to proceed without an attorney today, we have Ms. Hennigan here. So I'm happy to appoint her, or if you would like an adjournment in this.
I would
matter.
like an adjournment in this matter as well, please.
Okay. We have also a jury trial set. Do you think you're going to need additional time to prepare for that jury trial in addition to the pretrial review? The jury trial is currently set for the 21st and 22nd of August.
Yes, I absolutely will need more time.
Okay. All right. So if we look at the next two available dates I have would be October 25th and 26th. So that is a Wednesday and a Thursday.
You have nothing sooner?
I do not.
Okay, the dates were what again?
October 25th and 26th, beginning at 9 a.m. each day.
25th.
That's a Wednesday.
And the 26th is?
It's a Thursday.
Okay, I'll take the 26th.
Well, it's going to be scheduled for 2 days, so you'll have to be here for the 25th and the 26th.
Okay. What time on the 25th?
9 a.m. each day.
Okay.
All right. And for purposes of pretrial, I can set it for the same day as the motion. Well, because I know you said you don't like Wednesdays, right?
I have visitation with my children on those days, and I would like to not interrupt that if at all possible.
Okay, let me have a look and see what we can do to find you a pretrial review date that will accommodate that. Well, you'll already be here on October 3rd. We could schedule the pretrial review for 1 o'clock.
Could we do the 10 and the 11 on those days? You said you had a 10 or an 11. Could we do a 10 o'clock and then an 11?
Judge, I'll bend it.
Okay. So Ms. Berger's not available, and she's one of the attorneys on the NA case that would have to be here, so we'll have to look at it. I could give you 1 o'clock on the 26th, which is a Tuesday, September 26th.
Okay.
Will that work, Ms.
Yes.
Berger?
It will, Judge. Is that?
Oh, actually, I have you out that day. I think you might be out that day.
I can make it work. I am marked out today, though.
So that would be Tuesday, September 26th at 1 o'clock? Okay, all right. Does that work for you, Ms.? Okay, so we'll do the pretrial review, which I would like a report, please, on the 26th at 1 o'clock. And we'll plan on the jury trial on October 25th through the 26th. Any objection to the adjournment on those items From our attorneys, Ms. Thomas.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay,
No objections, Your Honor. Thank you.
No, Your Honor, I'm in support of the same, so I have some time to meet with my clients.
thank you. All right, so the court will issue an order then that reflects that the pretrial review has been scheduled for Tuesday, September 26th at 1 o'clock, and the jury trial has been adjourned to October 25th and 26th, starting at 9 o'clock every day, each day. I'm going to go ahead and issue an order appointing the public defender's office, and then if you retain an attorney, that person can reach out to the public defender's office and make arrangements to file a substitution and get the case information from I'm sure Mr. Raines' office will be happy to turn over what he has, but if there's anything in the meantime, you'll have an attorney through the public defender's office. Okay. All right. I think that addresses all the issues for today. All other orders will remain in full force and effect. Anything else, counselors?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Judge. Thank you.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Good luck, everyone.